The Indian tennis team, the Davis Cup team, is traveling to Pakistan after 60 years. 1964 was the last time an Indian tennis team went there, and now we are sitting here in 2024. The team travels tomorrow. Why is it a very important issue? Why is it that it's making headlines? Because as you know, there haven't been sporting ties between India and Pakistan, bilaterally at least. You've seen in cricket the two teams play, but that's happened at the World Cup level. The Indian cricket team has refused to travel to Pakistan. The Indian tennis team previously also had played at a neutral venue, but now are traveling to Pakistan. Mr. Anil Dhupar, who is the Secretary General of the All India Tennis Association, joins me for more on this. So first up, and that's the most obvious question, is that are you happy with going to Pakistan? Because I know you guys had appealed that let's have this tie. You don't feel safe in playing in Pakistan. Let's have this tie in a neutral venue, the February tie that I'm talking about. But you have eventually decided to travel there. Firstly, are you okay with this?
Well, the lovely questions, and I must give you a very frank opinion. Tennis come first, nation come first. Yes, we never wanted to go, and we have various reasons not to go. But since our appeal to the Davis Cup committee, to the tribunal were rejected, so we never had any option. Our boys are ready. We are ready to face Pakistan in Pakistan. So why not?
Many would ask that your appeal was rejected. Many would ask that you also had the opportunity that initially, because you were not keen, to forego the tie. Was that an option you considered?
No, that was not a good option for the tennis, for the country, because we were not aware if we refused to play, the International Tennis Federation would have put a penalty on us which would harm the harmony of tennis in the country. Our young boys won't be allowed to play tennis for some years, and forget about the financial penalties they would have put in.
So you think if you had decided to pull out, it would have hurt Indian tennis and it would have taken a long time to recover from that?
That's right. But why not go to Pakistan and beat them in Pakistan?
No, the reason I ask is, and that's the next question, because we've seen the ministry, take a stand there ever since the terrorist attack happened in Mumbai, take a stand that, let's not have the Indian team travel to Pakistan. So the next obvious question is, how is it that you managed the permission, the tennis team managed permission to travel there?
Well, this is a World Cup of tennis. We are a part of, it is not a bilateral series we are playing. It is not India versus Pakistan. It is a match, a tie, which is happening in the World Cup of tennis, number one. And we are fortunate to get a permission from the ministry. Thank you, the ministry. And I think whenever there is a tournament in the series of World Cup, I think the government don't object going to the team.
Was there any security concerns that you may have had or your players would have had, and if they did, how did you convince them?
Yes. The International Tennis Federation has already put in their security. They have assured the security in writing. The Pakistan Tennis Association has put up all the security measures, and they have undertaken the guarantee of our safe travel, our safe staying, our safe playing in Islamabad. And there is a committee which looks after the security in the Davis Cup, and this committee is being done by the international ITF. So they are all there. They have made all security arrangements, from hotel to the venue where we are going to hold these matches. So I think everything is in order.
Were there any visa issues? Because that's the other issue that we've had very recently in the sporting world. Sometime we've had a few Pakistani origin cricket players trying to come to India. They've not got the visa. We had an Indian origin, player, part of the Australian team, when the cricket team traveled there, he did not get a visa. Did you face any problem from the Pakistan side?
Well, in totality, we do get the visa for the team, except for one player who was reserved with us, and hopefully we'll get the visa on Monday. But the team is leaving tomorrow morning to Islamabad.
Finally, was there any resistance from the ministry? Did they ask you that why don't you reconsider? Do you have to travel there, or were they okay because it's the World Cup of tennis, as you mentioned, and the issue is only with bilateral series?
You see, the communication was very clear. Number one, the ministry wanted whether our players are ready to participate. Number two, whether the security has been taken care of, and both were in our favor. The security is definitely taken care of. The guarantee is by the ITF and also by the Pakistan Tennis Association. And frankly speaking, we are all set today. Our mind is all set to go and win this tie, which is very important for us.
Here's wishing you and your team all the very best. And as I said at the start of the interview, but thank you, sir, so much for taking our time, speaking to us. Why is it of importance? Because you remember, this is a long time coming that an Indian team travels there. But I think the important point, as he mentions, this is the World Cup of tennis, not a bilateral series. And for those of you who've been interested, because there's been a lot of talk about a Champions Trophy cricket tournament happening in Pakistan in 2025, maybe this is an indication that if the tennis team can travel, and you now know what the ministry's approach is going to be, for all you know, the Indian cricket team might also travel to Pakistan, and that will be another big event to look forward to.